In this video, we'll be looking at the App Store on the Pico Neo and seeing how it compares to the Quest 2. Welcome back to the VRC, where we are back in the Pico Neo. If you missed the unboxing and first impressions video, check that out. But we're today looking in the App Store and we're just going to basically see how developed it is at the moment. So let's see how it's all set out. We've got new releases, so we've got Stride, After the Fall, which is a great FPS game, and SHA-2, which is very old, but is a very good arcadey space flight simulator. Resist, oh, gone too fast, Disc Ninja, Ragnarok, a rhythm game with a Viking aesthetic. Deus, Beyond Chronos, Puzzling Places, which is really nice, relaxing puzzling game. Sweet Surrender, you can click View All, and there they all are. So not that many at the moment for new releases, but going down for the rookie, let's go View All. So Super Hot, Hit Stream, Down the Rabbit Hole, Angry Birds VR, Isle of Pigs, Multi-Brush. Categories, you've got your music and sports. So there's no Beat Saber, but we do have Synth Riders, we've got Dance Collider, we've got the Racket NX, which is a nice game. I wouldn't call it a musical game, but well, it's sports, I suppose. It's music and sports are all together. 11 Table Tennis, which is excellent. All-in-one Sports VR. Song Beater, I haven't played that, but there's quite a few things here. You've got Crazy Kung Fu, Hitstream, X Fitness, Beatmaster, Touring Carts. I haven't played Touring Carts actually. Let's check that one out sometime. But that's that, music and sports. Role playing, In Death Unchained, Resist, Apex Construct, Zombieland, Headshot Fever. I wouldn't really call that a role playing. You do play as a role, but it's not really a role playing game. Fisherman's Tale, Deus, Red Matter, Pixel Rip 1995, Deism, Jupiter Grad, Sam & Max, this time it's virtual, Battle Scar, Wands, Down the Rabbit Hole, Axgend, I haven't played that, Wind, Guns and Stories, Bulletproof VR, Sweet Surrender, Secret of Retropolis. Right, first person shooting, After the Fall, Larcenauts, In Death Unchained, Resist, Super Hot, Hyperdash, brilliant, love Hyperdash, Arizona Sunshine, classic, Zero Caliber Reloaded, Swarm, Crisis Brigade 2, that's your VR Time Crisis basically. It said Zombieland, Apex Construct, Operation Warcade, Enter VR, Death Horizon Reloaded, Sweet Surrender, Pangman, shooting lots of balls, End Space, Shooty Skies Overdrive, Guns and Stories, Escape from Dungeon VR, Death Lap, Operation Serpents, and Rico Shooter Neo 2. So back for the FPS, action and fighting. We got Manny Boxing VR Global. I need to try that actually, I haven't seen that before. Virtual Fighting Championship, In Death Unchained, Super Hot VR, Hyperdash, Larcenauts, Swarm and Resist, we said them, Zombieland, Pixel Ripped, Jupiter Crisis Brigade again, Gravedigger, Prison Boss VR, Sweet Surrender, Axgend, Operation Serpent, Slow Fortress, Operation Warcade, Rocket Skates VR, Crazy Kung Fu, Flying Hero, End Space. That one keeps popping up over and over again. And then finally, Story Rich, Fisherman's Tale, Down the Rabbit Hole, Red Matter, Deus, Enter VR, Sam & Max, this time it's virtual, Secret of Retropolis, Pixel Rip 1995, Pangman, and Cave Digger. Right, so there's your games, and obviously they've got different categories of games again, so rhythm, simulations, which could be planes, but also it could be table tennis, or it could be working in a bar, basketball, roller coasters, bait. So there's some games here we haven't even seen yet. Fighting games again. That looks interesting. I've seen that before on PC VR, but not on a standalone like this or the Quest. And then you got more categories down here. So you got horror and puzzle, Apex, Arizona, Fisherman's, Death Horizon, Polystar VR, Wind, Down the Rabbit Hole, Red Matter, The Exorcist, Raiko's Fragments, which is, I've played that before. That's a very scary game, very basic. Basically a kind of a Japanese lady goes chasing around the house. Secret of Retropolis, Horror Bar VR, The Silent Doll, haven't played that but it looks scary, Escape from Dungeon VR. Card games, Chess Club, Skyworld, Suro, The Game of the Path, Gentrix. We've got Cubism. Cubism's cool. Nice and relaxing VR puzzle game, putting shapes together. I quite like that. And team games. So again, you're going to get a lot of repetitions because so many games have different categories that could all belong to. As you can see, considering that the Pico Neo has only just been released in Europe, and they do say that the Europe release is meant to be like a beta release, so I don't think it's out in America yet. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff available as simple standalone, because this is a very capable VR headset for PC, a PC VR headset as well, because it does, remember, plug into a PC with a display port, so it promises lossless, zero latency PC VR gaming, unlike the Quest 2. So not as big as the Quest 2, not as much stuff that's on here on the store, but considering it's very, very new, there's quite a bit of stuff on here. So let me know in the comments, which games would you like to see? As you can see in the library, there's a lot of things like YouTube, for example, that are web apps and not actual apps available on the Pico. So Twitch is a web app, Paramount Plus web app, Disney Plus web app, Apple TV, Pico browser, scene management. Oh, I think that's you know, changing this kind of area. Prime Video web apps. So there's a lot of web apps. So yeah, that was the Pico Neo store. I'd like to do a bit of a gaming showcase for the Pico Neo with the games I've got, and maybe some others. So do let me know in the comments which games you would like to see included on said showcase. Until then, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more of the Pico Neo and of course the Quest 2 and any other VR news, do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a video. So until next time, take care of yourself and see ya. Oh, I'm terrible at this.